Hey, what's up everyone? This is Jerry from the StogieReview.com bringing you another video cigar review. And this time around, I am bringing you the torpedo-sized Rocky Patel Connecticut. Now the torpedo size comes in at 6.5 inches long with a 50-inch ring gauge. It features a USA Connecticut shaped broadleaf wrapper. I couldn't really find any information online or anywhere about the binder and filler contents. Pricing wise, for well, let me say it comes in 4 total sizes. It comes in a Churchill size, a Robusto size, a Toro size, and the torpedo size. Boxes of 20. A box of 20 will run you about, well, $90. Well, individuals running about $6-7. When I started smoking them, 5-packs ran me about $27, and then boxes of the torpedo shape, at least a box of 20 runs you $90. So while not as inexpensive as my wife would like, it's still a pretty when you buy a box, it's still pretty sub $5 cigar. And it looks like my cutter and lighter are in my pants from earlier today. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go track down my pants. It sounds kind of funny. Well, I'm going to go track down my pants, get my lighter, get my cutter, come back, and when we come back, we'll talk about why I chose the cigar, its flavor profile, why I like it so much, and that's about it. So give me a few, and I will be back. All right, I am back, and as you can see, I already snipped, clipped, and lit my torpedo-sized Rocky Patel Connecticut. Now, basically, the reason why I chose to review the Rocky Patel Connecticut today. Last week at this time, I had just posted a review of the Monte Cristo White Label, and overwhelmingly, I got comments from people who agreed with me that it was definitely overpriced, but didn't agree with me on the flavor profile. I thought it was really good flavors, and I enjoyed it immensely. A lot of people wrote in and IM'd me and said, "Man, you're nuts, because it's one of the worst Monte Cristo cigars out there. It's bland, it's flavorless." So there was kind of a disagreement there. Even one of my good cigar friends kind of dissed me and disagreed with me, but that's okay. When you review cigars or when you review anything, it's always subjective. But in the course of the banter, the Rocky Patel Connecticut came up as an alternative to go with a cup of coffee, blowing the price range of the Monte Cristo White out of the water. So basically, I just wanted to compare and contrast between the two. Early on here, I'm only just a little bit into it. I like the construction so far. I'm off to a really even burn. The wrapper is nice and smooth, similar to the Monte Cristo White. Not a lot of veins are showing, really smooth. Up front, well, I haven't got any particular flavor off of the Rocky Patel Connecticut yet. You can tell the tobacco taste is really crisp. It's a really toasty-ish, crisp flavor that I think in a little bit here, like it's done in other smokes, is going to open up to a pretty wonderful experience here. So I'm going to sit back for a little while. I'm going to enjoy my Rocky Patel Connecticut along with Wild Cup with Joe. Collect some thoughts. I'm going to come back. I got a question out there for any fathers and not really a question and seeking advice from this father to be to some of the old pro fathers out there. So stay tuned, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. I'm still plugging away at my Rocky Patel Connecticut, almost reaching the halfway point. Nice strong ash so far, pretty even burn. Flavor profile wise, it's awesome. I mean, while it's not a very complicated smoke, it's really simple. There's really no 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 valleys, so to speak, no up and down valleys in flavor profile or depth. It's a pretty constant. One thing, but the flavors aren't in depth, aren't deep flavors, I guess. They're crisp. You can taste them. They're very crisp, and those flavors are pretty much a nice toasty nut flavor, a nice creamy body to it, and a little sweet finish to it. I kind of like a sugar water type sweet finish to it. It is a little dry. It is a little dry. Won't get the saliva. It won't have you salivating all over the stick. But let me take a minute here to let me ask real quick. Let me take a minute to sit on the virtual couch, I guess, and poll some of the fathers out there listening. As you know, my wife and I were expecting our first child later this year. She's about 13 weeks. 13 weeks so far. But one of my biggest pet peeve is being on time. I hate being late. I mean, right now I'm sweating because here at Stowe Review, we normally publish our articles or reviews on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they're usually due in 2 a.m. the day of. And I'm looking at the clock right now. It's 12:38 right now a.m. and I still got to edit the video, encode the video, upload the video, write my review, and so I'm feeling a little under the gun here. Anyways, my question is, right now, I mean, we've been running late all the time, everywhere we go, whether it's work, whether it's family functions, or just everything. It's just late, and I want to know what kind of advice anyone has about getting on time. I mean, it's so. I know I have to be patient. I think I'm a very patient person. It's so frustrating when you're late all the time. I hate being late, and I don't know how to really cope with that. Should I push trying to wake up earlier, or what? I don't know. Or maybe there's just nothing I can do. Maybe this is just the reality of the situation. But if any of you fathers out there have any advice on this, let me know. Also, let me know if it gets worse. Once the kid gets here, if I'm going to be running even later. But that's my, I guess, gripe. Not even a gripe. It's just something that's been on my mind. Anyways, back to let's take a break, and we'll get back. We'll wrap up the Rocky Patel, Connecticut, and go from there. All right, I am back. And as you can see, I'm finishing up my Rocky Patel, Connecticut, the torpedo size. And I gotta say, I really enjoy the cigar. It is pretty much the cigar I turn to in the morning when I'm enjoying a cup of coffee. So, but definitely, I think it's a more value cigar than the Monte Cristo White to have as an everyday cigar. Like I said, it's buy a box sub $5 a cigar. You're not going to find any construction problems out there. It burns really straight, really consistent burn to it. I had no lighting issues. Didn't have to relight it at all or anything like that. Flavor profile wise, like I said, it's really creamy. Definitely a medium mild body cigar. Creamy, some toasty nut taste to it, and a nice little sweet finish to it that goes great with a cup of coffee. But I think to describe the Rocky Patel, it's very crisp. It's a crisp flavored cigar. The flavors are very easy identified, and you can taste them. You can taste them. Like I said, it doesn't change throughout the stick. The flavors you get at the beginning are the same flavors you get in the middle and the end. So it's a consistent and crisp cigar. I highly recommend it. I usually buy mine from Cigars International. I don't know if other places. I didn't see them on Famous. But if you got a $5 to spare in your pocket, Well, I guess, well, it's not really a 5 for a single. If you got a $7 to spare in your pocket for a single, give it a try, or try a 5-pack would be my suggestion, and see how you like it. But it's a very easy smoke in the morning to get you going. Man, I think this is probably the crappiest video. This is what happens when you rush. See, this is what I was talking about earlier on, about being late all the time, rushing through things, and I feel like I rushed through this video, so I apologize. This probably isn't my best work behind the in front of the video camera, so, but hopefully that the crappy video doesn't change your mind about my opinion on the Rocky Patel Connecticut. It's a very flavorful cigar, very crisp, very consistent. I think if your palate's like mine, if you enjoy coffee any time of day like I do, you should definitely give the Rocky Patel Connecticut a chance, and maybe, on those good days, throw in a Monte Cristo White to go with it. So that about wraps it up. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, long ashes.
Oui, parle francés. Voy a trabajar. Oui, parle francés. Hay que cosechar. Oui, parle francés. Para alimentar. Oui, parle francés. Oui, parle francés. Oui, parle francés. Dis-me la salon, oui, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.